Hello and welcome back to Reality Binge. The debate continues to rage on over whether or not monk fruit is safe for diabetics. On one side of the argument, we have those who believe that since it has a lower glycemic index than sugar, then it should be fine for people with diabetes. Those opposed to this point of view argue that because there is no definitive research into how the body metabolizes monk fruit as compared to sugar and other sweeteners, then diabetic patients should steer clear of using products made with monk fruit. In this video we'll take a look at both sides of the argument and provide insight as to what may be best for you when making your decision about which natural sweetener you want to use. Monk fruit. Monk fruit is a sweet fruit that is grown in Asia and used mainly to make things like jellies, jams or medicine. It has been found to be up to 300 times sweeter than regular table sugar but doesn't have all the calories, about 0.02. Monk fruit extract can also be found in many products such as baked goods, ice cream and even chewing gum for those who want less sugar. So what are some of the concerns of using monk fruit? The biggest concern of using this product is that there really isn't a lot of research done on how safe it may be. So the jury is still out. What we do know is that the body's reaction to a new food can vary from person to person, making allergic reactions possible, though rare. Some people have also found an increase in blood sugar levels after eating or drinking products with monk fruit extract, which could lead diabetics to experience episodes of hypoglycemia, low blood sugar. Monk fruit may not be effective enough for those with diabetes because it does not stimulate insulin production like other sweeteners do. For this reason you would need more than one packet of sweetener if you want to substitute it for sugar. Monk fruit also has a taste that may not be as sweet or satisfying as some other sweeteners, which could lead to an increase in the amount of sugars consumed and therefore higher blood glucose levels after eating. Some people who have diabetes find it hard enough to control their blood sugar currently, so this would make things much more difficult. What are the pros of eating monk fruit? If you suffer from migraines, monk fruit may be a better choice because it does not contain the same natural substance that causes headaches as other sweeteners do. It does not cause rapid spikes in blood sugar levels like other sweeteners can, and it also has no calories, so people with diabetes can use this without worrying about their glucose levels going up too much or anything else bad happening. Monk fruit contains antioxidants which help prevent cardiovascular disease, cancer, obesity and more. Unlike natural sugars such as honey that contain fructose that turns into fat when consumed excessively, monk fruit only contains a small amount of sucrose, meaning there's less chance of getting fats from consuming sweets made with monk fruit than if they were made from cane sugar instead. Monk fruit is also low in calories and contains zero fat or cholesterol, so if weight loss or heart health are your primary concerns, this could be a good option for you. What can monk fruit replace? Monk fruit is not as intense in flavor like sugar and therefore replaces sugar consumption well. It also makes baked goods more moist because they don't require additional moisture or fat when baking with monk fruit. How do I use monk fruit instead of stevia? Typically on its own, but if you want some extra sweetness, combine it with vanilla extract or any citrus products such as lemon juice. You can also add these items to recipes that call for brown sugar since they will mix seamlessly into batter without changing the texture too dramatically. What are the benefits of using stevia? If you're not allergic to it, then stevia may offer just the right level of sweetness without altering your recipe too much. Stevia has a much higher level of sweetness than monk fruit, so you can use less of the stevia in your recipe compared to what you would need with monk fruit. Stevia is a plant. Monk fruit is from a species of flowering evergreen shrubs and trees in the genus Ericia, which can be found mostly in China. Monk fruit also gets its name because it looks like an eggplant with purple skin and white flesh on the inside. What are the negative effects of using stevia? Some people may find that it has a bit too much of an aftertaste or bitterness. Stevia doesn't dissolve in water as easily, which can cause some issues if you use them both in recipes, like for making tea and coffee drinks. This is probably why so many companies just choose to go with monk fruit instead, because there are less chances for things to go wrong during production cycles. The level of sweetness from one plant to another also varies depending on what type they are grown under, so this means that not all brands will give you the same flavor experience even if they come from the same company. Monk fruit vs stevia, which one is better? It really just boils down to individual preference. Both stevia and monk fruit have proven to work well as a sugar substitute, but people may prefer different flavors or textures which will determine their choice between them. The main difference between them is what they taste like when consumed with water or mixed into items for cooking such as sauces and even baked goods if you choose to incorporate them. However, both can provide sweetness, so it just comes down to personal preference which one people prefer more than the other. And that is all for this video. We hope you enjoyed watching it. Make sure to comment down below on what other videos you'd like to see. Until then, stay safe and stay positive.